as a grown man myself, that's a big challenge for most. I would like to say all grown men. And it's harder for you to listen to somebody else say, look, man, this is how you should be doing it. The most successful people in the world have mentors, have coaches, have people that hold them accountable, that are still in their ear, no matter what age they are, about how they are sharpening their skill sets.
Hey, what's up, fam? It's your boy, Coach Crump, for the Boy Man King podcast with my boy Chizzy.
Hey,
listen,
Crumpy.
season 3, and we in there.
Man.
Listen, man, 3-peat. The championship is real.
The championship's real.
Podcast official.
Well, official podcasters. Now,
Listen, bro. We're grateful. First and foremost, man, thank you. Shout out to the team. Noel.
You know
what I mean? Kai, the guy. You know what I'm saying? Swagged out. He got new gold. You know what I'm saying? He got a pinky. But you gotta go watch and a pinky ring, bro. You spicy, bro.
Next level, huh?
Listen, telling you. So listen, man, all of our followers, man, we got thousands and thousands of views.
Yeah, man.
We almost at 1,000 subs, man. Like, bro, we
It's been
appreciate
an amazing journey, dude.
man.
It's been an amazing journey.
And what's life for Chizzy now? He's a podcaster, man.
I got stopped on the street getting autographs, flew to Europe and all that. No, I'm just joking.
I'm about to say, Jay, I'm glad you got the cap for today. I'm glad the cap is on.
No, but seriously though, it's been a really, really, really enriching experience for me. As we talk about it, like it's cathartic for me. I'm pretty sure for you to just be able to sit and talk with brothers about the stuff that they've struggled with, the stuff that I've struggled with, how we transition past that, how we're continuing to just develop ourselves as men. It's critical, is important. As we know, there's different ages and stages to this life walk, to this walk of faith especially. And I'm just learning so much more about myself, about my relationship with Christ, that I can't even put into words how amazing, how peaceful it's been just in these last couple of years on this podcast, talking with you, talking with other brothers about this stuff that we talk about all the time, because we have conversations all the time about, this rites of passage and journeys and being a man and challenges with parenting, challenges with relationships. But it's super, 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 super rewarding to just be able to bring that to our audience and allow them to experience this journey with us. It's been an amazing experience, man. What about yourself?
And what's dope about our journey, man, is that our relationship has even evolved. Man. We like have many podcasts like throughout the whole time you're kicking it with us on the weekend. So this time, we came down for production.
Yeah.
And you was like, yo, bro, ET is at Forward.
We got to go to Forward, man.
But I was like, yo, it's the same day as production day.
Go to Forward.
It's set up, and it's like, man, that's a heavy day.
Yeah. We
got a lot of stuff to do, but you was like, the more we talked about it, I was like, you know what?
We got to fit it in.
Yeah, we gotta go see my boy ET.
Yes, sir.
Man, so we go see ET at Forward, bro. What was your big takeaway from what he shared, man?
So, for me, he talked up. Forward is obviously synonymous with moving your life in the right direction, not looking back. So there's a few points that he touched on, but what resonated with me the most was not looking back. The past is the past. In order for you to move forward, the past has to remain where it was. Not to completely dismiss the past, but
don't go back to it.
But don't go back to the past. These are the very things that are keeping you away from your blessings, from you coming into your own as a man. And that resonated a lot with me, as you've probably heard in other episodes. We all struggle with our past. And sometimes our life takes shape based on our past, our ideals, our values, and how we even navigate certain situations is directly related to our past. Some of that stuff we can't get away from. Recognizing the past is one thing. Choosing a way forward and not letting that past hamper your future is something completely different. There's a level of intentionality in that, and that's what I kind of took from E.T. when he was talking about do not go back. That was synonymous. That resonated with me immensely today, man.
Yeah, and I think the part that stood out to me was if you decide to go forward, a lot of what he said 75%. He said 75% of what your blessings is going to be is based on how much you do or don't go backwards.
Right. Yeah.
So that was big in the sense of like, bro, like 75% of what you do and what you don't do is based on the fact if you're going to go backwards, bro. Yeah. Like that took me out. So for me, it was understanding that, that if I want whatever I want, 75% of what I want is purely based on me never going back.
Yeah.
Like, cause sometimes in your mind, you thinking, I got to create everything. I got to, nah. Out of the 100% of new things that's about to come in your life, 75% of it is based on the fact that you never go back.
Here's an amazing speaker. The last time I was here, we actually shot last time I was here. And was it the last time? And he spoke at Change Church, I want to say it was.
Yep.
And it's just an enriching environment to be in pre-recording. So it kind of sets the stage for the day. It's almost like you get your sustenance, you get fed, and then you're ready to just go to battle and go to war. So for me, being able to, for the second time around, listen to E.T. speak, as we know, like, he's an amazing presenter. You know what I mean? Just
he is.
It's relatable for me.
No, but I was as a person who teaches speakers. You know, that's part of one of my jobs. Like, I was like, what makes him number one?
Yeah.
And it really like being in person, I know why he's number one. He's the most authentic speaker in the world.
And that's what I love about it. It's no bubble gummy, goofy. Let's just give you all these amazing philosophies on how to speak and how to motivate you to do something. Nah, this is practical stuff that the average person can use to better their situations. And they just resonate with you immensely.
Yeah.
That's why I love it.
And the other part that I told you, that was profound. I thought it was two parts. I feel like it was two speeches in one.
Yeah, for sure.
The other part was highlighting the other 25%, I guess, Kai, is like coaching.
Yeah.
He was like, you can be MJ, but that doesn't mean you're going to win championships. Facts. You can be a head coach, it doesn't mean you're going to win championships. So he kind of went on a litany of social proof of Jordan got Phil and Pippen, but also Baylor got him.
Yeah.
The Denver Nuggets got him. The 1 year that they got him, the 1 year that they have only won a championship.
Sure.
Not to give him, but he was just saying they recognize, even if they pros, that pros even recognize me being a pro at what I do doesn't mean I'm still going to win. Like, the only way I actually win, even as a pro adult male who knows what I'm doing, that still doesn't mean I'm going to win. The only way I actually make sure I win is that not only I get a coach, but I be coachable.
Sure. Listen to your father.
Because one thing I hate as a coach, and I even tell the speaker, I say, bro, listen to me. If you're not going to listen,
what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
We're literally wasting each other's time. You're going to hire me as a coach to tell me what you want to do. Yeah. Bro, you done tried already. It ain't working.
Yeah.
You have to really have some swallow your humble pride and pride and ego and just be on, I'm ready to get better. Hey, what's up, fam? It's your boy, Coach Crump, the King Coach. I'm excited to announce my own coaching program called The Game Plan. If you're a leader and entrepreneur looking for success in your personal and professional life, and you want an intensive accountability coaching program with myself, tap into The Game Plan. The link is in the bio. Let's get it.
Some of you, you're just talking. For some of you, you're speaking. For some of you, it's an opportunity.
Ready to get better. Period.
Men in particular, as a grown man myself, that's a big challenge for most. I would like to say all grown men. As you get older, you get more stubborn, you get more set in your ways, and it's harder for you to listen to somebody else say, look, man, this is how you should be doing it. The most successful people in the world have mentors, have coaches, have people that hold them accountable, that are still in their ear, no matter what age they are, about how they are sharpening their skill sets.
Yeah, I was watching one coach, Coach Kendall. He's like, his retainer for his coaches and mentors is $15,000 a month.
Wow.
And then Tony Robbins, who does like, I think 3 owners of sports teams, like his retainer per person it's like 150,000 a year.
So that goes to show you the benefit.
Like these guys are like, even at, they like, look, I spent $250,000 on just my coaches because of the plays I'm trying to run. It affects so many people. I can't just be coming up with my own random. I need to troubleshoot everything I'm about to do at this part of my life. And what's interesting, I'm looking at you, we're sitting down, we're having worship together, and I'm just thinking about the conversation we had at the men's retreat, that 4-hour drive from Tennessee. And I'm like, okay, Lord, I hear what you're doing to his heart. Because I remember earlier that year, when you was venting about what you've been through. And I was hearing the same old chizzy. So you came to the line for help, but you wanted to explain how you're going to do you.
The victim mentality.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. How can men who struggle with victim mentality because they're a good guy and they're trying to do a good thing, but if the results are not desired outcome of yours, how do we get them to take ownership to say, you know what? At the end of the day, I was involved. This is not the results I want, so I got to make some adjustments.
You say it all the time. It's not my fault, but it is my responsibility. Right? So for me, I had to look at me. How am I? What am I doing? Well, how am I showing up in all of these situations? Because I can't control anyone else. I can only control me. And once I realized that I have the opportunity, the responsibility to control me, and who helps me control me, more importantly,
come on,
that's the most important part, who helps me control me, my Father Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, then it's almost like you have an aha moment where you're like, I could have been doing this all this time. As you know, I grew up in church. My father's a pastor. I was in a religious environment my entire life. But
what was it? So what my challenge to you is like, you say all the time, man, why it took so long? It took so long because you never made a choice.
I never made a choice. Yeah.
So that whole time that you was raised in the church, you know the right thing to do. You don't. Was it your pride the whole time?
It could have been. It was definitely my pride. It was definitely my ego. I'd like to believe that I enter into a space, and I think I'm pretty charismatic and smart, and I can navigate most situations. But that was probably the reason why it stopped me from really going to the next level in terms of my spiritual walk, because I always felt I can intellectualize the result as opposed to taking it to the most organic level, which is full submission to God's will, allowing him to work through my life. And so sometimes God has to kind of bring you to your knees for you to really hear his voice and for you to really, really pay attention to what's necessary for you to be your best self.
Question for you.
Sure.
Do you think if you don't get brought to your knees that you will ever make the choice?
I can't say yes or no.
I say no.
You think so?
For me?
Yeah?
My ego and pride is way too big, bro.
Right,
if you don't humble me, I ain't finna humble myself.
I
don't think we're honest enough.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. My response was going to be,
if you didn't go through your situation 2 years ago, you would have just came to God no matter what that situation was.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No. But I think everybody has an individual journey that they're taking. I want to believe, and maybe this is just my ignorance, or maybe my overestimating people's capacity for change. Maybe I want to believe that at some point in your life, it doesn't require the most humbling experience for you to have your aha moment.
Unless you got huge pride and ego issues, which most men do.
Bro,
I'm not being this humble, nice guy unless life done slapped me so hard that you don't know nothing about, that showed me how much I'm not in control, that showed me how much this all can be taken away, that showed me how much I need Jesus, that like life had to show me that, because telling me and taking me to church is not going to make me, well, you know, I'm going to humble myself.
Right, yeah.
I want to do what I want to do. I want to be who I want to be. I want to boss who I want to boss. That is my nature. I make a conscious choice to fight my flesh because I know what it would do.
Yeah.
I know the damage and outcomes it will create.
Yeah.
And if I didn't have those knowing experiences, I don't care how much you tell me, I don't care how much you take me to a church, it ain't gonna hit the same way.
And I think also the takeaway is this is not something that you just choose one day. Yes, you make a decision, but every day is a continuous decision to renew your mind.
Come on, bro.
To fight against your flesh.
Come on, bro. I die daily, bro. So another phrase I've been using for my clients for over 15 years.
Yeah.
Love, hope, joy, peace. I don't even want to get down. I don't talk about happiness, but all that stuff lasts a day. It lasts one day. It dies when you go to sleep. So, man, we had an incredible night. We stayed up all night.
Yeah.
Okay, it's dead. When you woke up, it's dead.
For sure.
Whatever that was. And the quote goes, help me with the quote. Yesterday's home runs don't win today's games.
Right. Yeah.
Right? So, like, the crowd lost it yesterday. Cool, you cried. Cool, y'all fell in love. That died last night, though.
And it's important you say that because what I've learned in my short time, my long time on this earth, my short time in this journey is that every day, like you said, you got to wake up and consciously decide that I have to put things in my path, in my decisions, in my routine that support the person and the spiritual person and the godly man that I'm trying to be.
Yeah. And that mental perspective that you have to set that's appropriate for the values that you live.
Yeah.
Like you can't wake up in the day and be like, bro, I literally will wake up in my bed. This is no cap. Sometimes when I'm waking up, be pitch black, I'm just going over gratitude. I'll go over gratitude for so long that I'm in my bed going over gratitude for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a regular thing for me.
Sure.
I've done the gratitude wake-up routine so long that it's subconscious, first of all. But sometimes I got such a list now of things I would find to be grateful for that I would be doing gratitude for 30 minutes before I even got out of my bed.
Yeah.
If I don't do that, the prideful, arrogant, self-sabotaging, egotistical person who plays the victim, who's insensitive and lack empathy, he comes into the day, bro, there's no telling what's going to happen.
Right.
There's no telling what's going to happen.
I also think a critical piece to the journey is recognizing 411 versus 911. So before, I used to be a 911 type of guy. And I'm going to say 911 in that something goes wrong, go ahead. 911 is an emergency. 411 is more resource-based. It's more relationship-based. It's more, I have a daily thing that allows me to navigate challenges before it even gets to crisis, before it even gets to a place where I need to shout out and be in an emergency situation. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes down to the daily attempts, the daily choices that you make and the stuff that you put in your life, whether it's reading your Bible, to devotions, to the prayer line, to your relationships that cause you to not even get to the 911 phase of your relationship with Christ. I notice even now that he shows up a lot quicker than he did before. And I don't know if that's just by virtue of the fact that I'm closer. It could be that.
No, it is. Your consciousness has risen. So like it's like you seeing a car that you really want, and all of a sudden when you drive, you see that car. The car was always there. It's just that you're more conscious of the car that you want.
Facts.
So the life was always there. You're just more conscious of the life that you want, so you can see it when it's not there.
Sure.
You're more conscious of that spirit, energy, temperament, tone, timing. You're very much in tune to that on the daily basis now. Whereas before, you was probably just polarizing your way through life,
100%.
or being a zombie through life, right?
100%.
Novocating yourself to drugs or porn or alcohol or working out or whatever, trying to avoid the thing that you need to be addressing head on. And the work that you put in, like, again, I can always tell when people put in the work.
Right.
But what I'm trying to get to for men who are watching, for women who are watching is does life have to completely slap you in the face for you to make a dedication or a rededication in life? Or can you just educate yourself to say, I got so much respect for what's the unknown? Because here's the other thing. We say we rededicated our life because we went through something like, man, why it took so long? Why I had to go through that?
Yeah.
The other part is you're assuming that so much danger that hasn't attacked you, that God is blocking on your behalf.
Right. Yeah.
Because we're at the age of stage where friends are dying.
Sure. Yeah.
I got friends and family that's dying for all types of reasons.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bro, God can just pull his hedge of protection away, and the devil. I mean, there's so many little things that can happen.
Yeah.
That's out of your control. So you're not even giving thanks to the things because you're not even conscious of the protection in the spirit that you're beginning because you made him a priority, right? It's because he wants, you know what I mean? So it's like getting in that the sensitivity, the awareness of even the unknown in some spaces have extended. So now you can help people, but only those who want to see that. Only those who want that. Yeah. So I known you for 20 years. Mm-hmm. Play basketball, kicking it. But I couldn't have a spiritual conversation at the depth and the level that I desperately wanted to have it until you got through a space where you was ready to receive that. And that wasn't until just a little over 2 years ago.
Yeah. And it sounds like a short period of time. And it is a short period of time. But again, I go back to, man, they shoulda, woulda, couldas. And that's hard because, you know, what would life have been like? And you always have this retrospective. What could it have been if I would have made a decision back then? And I'm pretty sure it's not just me that has this same thought pattern, but it's a joyful, peaceful space that I personally occupy as a result of just intentionality with my walk. And I'm not speaking to perfection. I'm not saying that I don't wake up some days and I'm a man and I struggle just like every other man struggles. But now I know that my resource for hope and my resource for everything else is not me anymore.
But do you agree, and I know you kind of hinted this before, that this level of man makes a lot of different decisions as a husband, as a businessman, as a parent?
100%.
Which changes all the dynamics that you was involved in previously.
Yeah, 100%. Even like, you know, obviously I'm a single parent, divorced, single parent, navigating, raising a 20-year-old, raising a teenage girl looks and feels different for me now. So the times where my emotional responses in my flesh or my anger would cause me to react a particular way. Because, you know, kids, they can get out of your skin. Every day you got to pray for patience and all these.
Come on, man. Preach, preacher. Come on, come on, preacher.
But now it's just like, I'm not as reactive to situations. I try to be a softer place to land because I know that it's not really about me. It's about what my kids need in those moments when they're acting dopey.
Facts.
Because they're still teenagers and they're still, you know, trying to navigate this thing we call life. And we're just stewards. We're just there to help them navigate these challenges. But had I not had the experiences I had 2 years ago, had I not changed my way of thinking and my measurement for you know how I gauge my reactions, it would have been, things would go way left, bro. So if anybody, for all any of our viewers who are watching, even if it means bettering your relationship with your children, like you gotta take a serious look at your relationship with God and Christ for the purposes of, you know, just channeling your energy in your life in a particular way, in a different way. Because as we know, we'll mess it up every day on Twice on Sunday if we're left to our own devices. You know what I mean? And we've done that. I've done that. We've all struggled with making dumb decisions because we thought that we had the capacity to make a shift and to change things. But nah.
Yeah, man, I salute you again, man. Like, it's just such a joy and an honor to be with a man who is honest, who takes the courage to just...
It's not easy, bro.
Bro, you know what I mean? Like,
it's not an easy thing because, you know, as we know, we could talk all the talk we want. You know what I'm saying? The real work is being able to actualize the things that you talk. And me as a man, as a spiritually growing man, I have to really, 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 really consciously attempt to just live this thing too. Words are only so good. I have to consciously live it, consciously associate myself with people, individuals who share a similar perspective, who can actually sharpen me the way I need to be sharpened. Yourself, our brothers who are helping produce this show, prayer line,
shout out to the team.
like all of these things, are super, super, super important. Intentional with my feeds on social media. We talk about that offline too.
Leave Instagram alone, bro. Guys ain't ready to clear their explore page. Kai's trying to be happily married, bro.
Listen, bro. But yeah, we're giving out game, and I think is necessary to be honest about the things. We were talking about at dinner the other night. The struggles of a man, like, and we was fortunate enough to have your wife in the building. Yanni was in the building.
Cause I told you, like, the one thing even about the King Conference, I realized for so long I've been in the male empowerment space, teaching men, talking to men, helping men, coaching, but the women wasn't there. So many issues the men are having are with the women. So I'm saying, listen, bro, this next chapter,
we gotta include
women. Gotta be at the table, bro, because
100%.
they don't even know these beasts and these demons that we be fighting, bro.
Man.
They're not. So they taking it personal. They making it about them. They thinking, that no, bro. It's a fight that we're fighting every single day.
Every day.
And we gotta ask ourselves: are you a safe place to share the fight that I'm doing?
Yeah.
Because you may take it personal and be judgmental or hold some resentment or hold it against me. So it's like, as I'm doing this fight every day to the day I die, and some people are fighting a monster and demons most of the time.
Yeah. I
got to ask myself, is this woman capable of even being on the outskirts of being aware?
Yeah.
Because I ain't going to let you in because this thing is heavy. But at least if I let my guard down and feel like you're a safe person and shit, because I know the men is a safe space because all the men are fighting it.
Yeah, we're dealing with the same thing.
But like for a woman, it's like, I don't know if you a safe space because you may take it personal. You may think it's about you. You may think that I'm being whatever when I'm just really being honest.
Yeah.
And you, because of whatever you're struggling with, are taking it a certain way where really I'm just letting you in a real world of a real man, that we have a monster and a demon that we're fighting every single day.
For those of you who are wondering what that monster is, without being too, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, bro. I'm gonna let you.
The point I'm making is we're talking about the physical attribute, the physical sides of being a man, and what that means for the women in our lives. Sex
Pretty is much the monster. Flesh is the demon. But bruh, why is OnlyFans really an industry?
Bruh.
Why is escorts really an industry? Why is massage parlors? Why is strip clubs? Why are these? Why is porn? Why are all these industries, billion-dollar industries that need no marketing?
Zero marketing. Market itself.
Because dudes got to get their rocks off. Point. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Bump all the romance. Dudes have to get the rocks off, and they're going to do it.
Sure. So
people are going to exploit it and make money off of it. So if one man decides, you know what? I'm going to take this monster and I'm going to hold it inside and let this one woman satisfy this monster.
Yeah.
The woman might need to be aware of, bro, you weaponize that.
It's going to go left.
You are sending me to a place that I'm trying my best not to go to, separate of the demon.
It's a very, very multi-layered conversation and issue. We could do a whole entire podcast just around.
We're not even ready. We don't need a panel of like 15.
But what we do recognize is that women have to be involved in that process for a number of reasons.
So, but here's the deal. If you even like, let's just say, because women is unfair, so I just say wife, woman that decides to be married.
No,
the Bible is really clear in John to say, bruh, do not refuse your body at any time unless it's period in prayer.
Sure.
That's it.
Yeah.
All other times, he needs that, like water and food. So if you deprive a man from water and food, and you try to talk about why you not communicating and why you not collaborating and why you not, I'm dying.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, do I advocate for men so who trying to be a good man but got to fight this monster with a woman and the demon of like that's like every bruh.
And the world will have you believe that a man's physical needs come secondary to a woman's emotional needs.
Yeah.
So we look at it like one is
that's social engineering.
One is less than the other. Like I'm a Neanderthal if my needs are brought to the forefront of the conversation or the challenging relationship, as though a woman's needs from an emotional perspective trump what our needs are. This is word perception that emotional and physical.
So I want to be clear.
Tied together.
Women and men have their needs.
100%.
What we cannot dispute, the demands is a monster.
Yes. Yeah.
Because people, the underworld industries of billions of dollars is not based on a woman's needs.
Ain't no $1 billion industry out there for emotional needs. You know what I'm saying?
That's underneath mainstream. Like there's $1 billion industry. Yeah. Human trafficking exists for one reason.
Facts.
Because dudes gotta get their rocks off.
Facts. Yep.
Like, bro, like we gotta stop playing like we're not grown adults having these conversations. All of these underworlds exist, but people are making a whole bunch of money because they know women don't really. The women that do now, they fully exploited and get paid for the rest of their life.
Oh yeah.
Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But a woman that say, no, I'm gonna secure this. No, for this man, I'm gonna secure. You know what? You got to secure that monster. You know you got to secure that monster. Yeah. If you're not prepared, don't secure that man. If you're not prepared to secure that monster, don't secure that man.
And we've all been in situations where it becomes weaponized.
Yeah, but it's like, but I don't. I think to.
But that's from a lack of understanding.
To defend some of the women, they don't know.
Right. It's from a
like
lack of understanding.
The issue is because the ahas last night with my wife and dang, that's all it is for y'all. Yeah.
Yes, that's how it is.
It ain't based on like the lighting.
Yeah.
You think this is based on lighting and sense? Yeah. Listen.
If you want us to be that king in your household, we got to be real about it. You have to be able to satisfy the physical parts of our
You have to take care of that, bro.
Got to.
You got
it's
to.
It's imperative.
It's
a sin, as we talk about. It's a sin to refuse your husband.
Yeah, so I want to put in a husband and wife because women
and that's
man,
important to make that distinction.
That social dynamic is up in the air, and that's to people's perspective. But I'm talking about like when we decide to make a vow to give ourselves to one another. Like from a man's perspective, you got to serve and love and support and nurture her and cover her, protect her and provide. But a woman got to really understand, bro. Like make sure his rocks get off on a regular basis. Because he can't even comprehend properly, like communicate properly. And if he is, it is an adaptive ability that he's been able to cope with. But when he runs to alcohol, when he runs to smoking, when he runs to the video,
it's going to be
a lot of that is just because I have learned healthy ways to cope.
Or unhealthy ways to cope.
Or unhealthy ways to cope that you probably don't even know about. Sure. Because I don't feel safe that you would take care of the monster. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Well, this season 3 is gonna be crazy.
Season 3, tap in. Listen, man. I don't know why we went there, but obviously it was on Chizzy's heart to share. And I'm glad you expressed to the people.
Of course.
But the reality, and I think it's because you wanted to drink some Monsters earlier for the energy drink.
Yeah,
that's probably what it was.
This guy, but
listen to me. The journey continues.
The journey continues.
Man, we appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for tapping in.
Appreciate you, man. It's love.
We out.